All right, guys. Let's see if that helped. Ending and starting back up, if that did anything. Sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody. This was a new thing for me. I'm not used to doing these streams yet. Now, this is a late night live, but I literally just got off of someone else's live stream. So, and it was pretty wild. It's pretty wild. What was this? Share screen to see. I wonder if I could do this. Hey, let me go to share screen. It's easier to my. All right, guys. I don't know why it's so Inception-like. Could I do on here? Here's an example of what I'm seeing, guys. Is he still streaming or did he stop? Wrong one. There you go. Oh, he's still got it. Guys, let me try this again. Stop screen. I'm going to try this again, guys. This is absolutely nuts. This is going on in Arizona right now. Malls got looted. I mean, I haven't watched the stream in a bit, so I don't know. Oh, he's actually gotten to the mall now. He's actually walked up to the area, so I'm guessing they've cleared it out by this point. It's not just in Arizona, guys. This is happening in New York. I live in Tennessee, so this has happened in Nashville, of all places, and it went to Broadway. Big downtown Nashville got hit with it. These violent riots and stuff, and I'm going to try my best not to rock the boat and get irritated about it, but it sucks when all you want to do is voice your opinion. And that's what happens to you. It really does. Now, let me. Okay, maybe I want to go deaf. Wow. And this is a live, guys. I'm not replaying a video. Wonder, can I backtrack on this? I think we're caught up to almost where I was, right? Yep. This is start watching about right here, guys. And this is just showing the craziness of what's happening right now. And then I'm going to step off of this guy because I don't want to steal his live or anything like that. Not like I'm going to steal his audience, but I just don't want to take his video and try and put it up to push mine, if that makes any sense. And right now, guys, I am backtracking, so. And I bet Minneapolis is fun. Minneapolis is where it got hit the worst with all these riots, and they're yeah, you can hear the sirens, guys. They're gonna pull it. He's gonna point it that way, and you're gonna see him. You're gonna see the cars because you're gonna think that's where everything's going on, but just wait. It's the right idea to get out of there. Probably caught in the middle of the riot, if I had to guess. Anybody hopped in yet? Because if so, I need to know if you can hear this like I can. Because I know you should be able to hear me. Anybody that watches right now, if you hop in, this is the link you can hop on for a quick second. And again, Here we go. Here we go. Now count them as they go by. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I don't know if I'd call it the good spot, but you be you, man. Anyway, you should never have to be in a situation or nothing should happen to a city or a place where they are having to do something as far as to sending over a dozen cop cars to one location. 16 cars to one place. That is absolutely ridiculous. And for whatever reason, these people are insisting that that's what's going to help them. It's not. If anything, well, not if anything, it is confirmed at this point. You are making it worse, is what you're doing. That's what you're doing, is that you're making it worse. Like you are legit making this worse, is what you're doing right now. So am I actually broadcasting right now? If y'all excuse me for 1 second, just 1 second, I will get back on. Okay, guys, you can hear me now, right? All right. I'm back on cam. Absolutely wild. That's what this is. It's absolutely wild is what this is. It's not going to fix anything. If you're angry that a component of this community wherever you're at, whether it be Tennessee, whether it be New York, whether it be California, Arizona. I just watched that Arizona. It's not going to solve anything to get violent about it. It's just going to make it worse because then they're going to have to act on you being violent on top of it. You're not fixing anything, and you're also causing debate about restrictions that should be put on the First Amendment. It's going to happen. If this stuff keeps going on, Congress is going to want to pass a law to put restrictions on freedom of assembly. I mean, that's a First Amendment thing. And I'm not someone that's going around quoting the Constitution all the live long day, but it's beginning to take away our freedom of speech, essentially, if we continue to do this. And obviously, no, do I have a viewer in here right now? No. But to me, it doesn't matter in the sense that I don't want to rock the boat, but the likelihood of anybody seeing this that is doing the violent riots is borderline, if not impossible. But if you know someone who's either threatened to do this or makes jokes about it, there are things. I'm a very easygoing guy in the sense that I can joke about a lot of things. I at times have a dark sense of humor. But with what's going on, I don't know if I'd make riot jokes or purge jokes right now because I really feel like we are a couple more instances on a massive scale away from a push for that. And we're at the height of a pandemic. And am I irritated with the pandemic? Slightly. Slightly. I mean, I have a lot of projects that I want to get to work on, and it makes it very difficult for me to even do the slightest of things. I mean, that's why I've been getting excited over the smallest of things. I've been getting excited over things like hearing the score for Internal Fracture coming together. You know, I've been trying to celebrate the little things and not watch the news because at first I thought it was just constant, you know, how many more hundreds or thousands of people died today, or how many more thousands of confirmed cases today. You know, how much is China really lying about their numbers? And again, I think they are. When you got to think about how dense their population is and it originated from there, they're getting hit pretty hard. So not only are you going to do this in general, like even if COVID wasn't going on right now, this would still be bad. But now it's even worse because the economy is just starting to open up places again. So now the market is starting to grow little by little. And now these are just taking it right down. If not to, let's say here, right here was probably, let's say right here was about, you know, when everything started opening back up. At this point, okay, this is when everything started opening back up. You build and build and build. This shit's only been opening it back up for like a week, 2 weeks. Like non-essential businesses are going to start opening up in about a week or so. And now you're going to start rioting while it's starting to build up. You're just going to go right down the crapper and it's going to be way down here. And now it's going to be even worse because now you're going to have a pandemic that's going to put restrictions on how many people can be in one location at a time, can be in a confined space at a time, within a certain amount of square feet. I mean, you're talking about so many restrictions that's going to make it borderline impossible for certain businesses to recover. Definitely independent businesses. Like this is going to send, if they attack small business owners, out of business. People that put a lot of their life savings and passion into this stuff, and you're just going to go attack it because you think that it's what George Floyd would have wanted. And I wish his family the best in a sense that I acknowledge that there was a wrongdoing unto him. And I completely understand the logic and desire of the peaceful organization assembling protests. The peaceful protests, I am more than a support of because it was starting to become something. But the riots are not what the world needs. It's not what's going to fix what's going on. It's just going to make it worse. It's just going to make everything worse, guys. It's not going to solve any problems. You're just going to tank the economy even more, and then you're going to get mad at the government for having a shitty economy, and then you're going to do it again. And after you do that, the government's just going to cave because it has nothing else to do at this point. It can't stand the attacks anymore. And so purge jokes all you want, but honestly, at this point, I don't know. It's getting nuts. It's getting wild. It's almost starting to become something ripped out of a movie. It really is. Never in my life have I seen a clip or a video, and that was alive. Now, did I go back and replay it and travel back? Yes, but that still happened about an hour ago live, guys. And that is absolutely ridiculous that 16 cop cars had to go. And I'm not saying it's ridiculous that the cops had to send that many. I'm saying it's ridiculous that people had to make that many cops go and stop them. It's ridiculous that they had to act so much that many cops had to come and stop them. They're supposed to be protecting an entire area, and they're having to send almost, if not all, their entire force to that area to deal with a group of people who are destroying either small businesses or corporations. It doesn't matter. You're still causing a lot of damage. And you're thinking, oh, well, that's how I want to be heard. Being heard is not the important part. You want to be heard, join the peaceful protests like the one in Clarksville. Join that one. That one didn't have any riots. If you want to be heard, those were referenced in the news. For one of the few times ever I actually watched the news, it was kind of against my will, but there was Krispy Kreme donuts, so how was I going to say no? So I was watching the news, and then I saw that. I saw about and I mean, I was told about the Nashville turning violent, and I was pretty surprised because Nashville never has a history of that, guys. Like these rioters, these violent people who are rioting right now are turning cities with great reputations and a loving environment into a threatening place. Is that on my screen or? Like, I do not understand what is the logic of this. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to go look one last time and see if there's another one, guys, that we can do. So let's see. Let's cancel real quick. I'm going to go pull this up. Still see me, right? Okay. I'm going to go on here. Share screen. Oh, what you doing with that? What you doing with that? And this is what happened in Nashville. They tried to burn the courthouse in Nashville down. Like, what logic is there in that? Hey guys, Derrick Henry over here. He kind of let himself go, don't you think? Over here. But yeah, guys, this is absolutely ridiculous. Just nuts. Just nuts. If you're living in one of these areas where all this stuff is going on, I apologize for you on your sake. I'm glad I don't live in one of these cities because I couldn't imagine not only hearing that at night, but being so close to that, and just know that that's what you're experiencing. That's happening right next to you. Businesses that you go to that you may have went to grab breakfast, or you may have just, if you're of age, go to a bar and have a couple drinks, and you just come back, and then you wake up tomorrow, and the glass is shot, busted in, stuff is stolen, countertops beat in. There's no logic to it, and I'm not going to search for it. But as always, if people get caught on TV news or whatever, they like to dance or do whatever stupid crap they want to do because they think they're excited because they're on TV. And there are people doing that crap in the middle of the police force who had to get a SWAT team, then a National Guard sent to Nashville to control the situation, shooting tear gas up and down Broadway, Nashville. I live very close to Nashville. I'm like less than an hour away. I can only imagine what a fellow Titan YouTuber by the name of Titan Anderson is going to feel when he hears this. That Broadway Nashville got hit with this stuff. I can only imagine if he's going to put up a video on this. As much as he loves Tennessee Titans, I'm a huge Titans fan, but I can't pretend that I love them as much as he does because I've been a fan since about 2013 or 14, and he's been following them for a very long time. He knows a lot more about them than I do, and that I can pretend to. But I can only imagine his reaction. I wonder if he's done anything yet. Can I see if he's done something yet? Okay, he hasn't posted anything yet. I don't even know if he will, because he does talk like specifically Titan stuff. But I know, like, if anybody was going to be somewhat obscure and react, he'd be probably one to do it because of how much he likes the Titans. So he'd probably hit on it. He may have done it in his, in like an Instagram post or something. I want to go, well, guys, I kind of voiced my opinions on it. Let's try to go out on a good note. I don't know why it's wanting to do that. I don't know why it is doing that, and it is annoying me. Technology, what are you gonna do? The broadcast is already, I know that. Why can't you add a new destination? Can I do that? A post. Remove this destination from the podcast. Cancel. Maybe if I do that. Maybe if I exit out. I have YouTube pulled up, right? What if I exit out of YouTube? Well, anyway, we're gonna end on a bright note anyway, even though it's not. Doing it up here if you want to watch all the way through my live. We're going to try and watch something and have a good time and sign off because it is pretty late and I do want to get some sleep. And I don't want to have to be sleeping the whole day away. So we can end on a good note because I don't want to end thinking about this crap that's just absolutely ridiculous. And again, let me clarify. If anybody hops in at me saying this is absolutely ridiculous, I am not saying the protest, I'm saying the riots. There's a difference. The people joining together to voice their opinions and try to make change so that maybe there are more regulations on how people get their hands cuffed and get arrested so that more things, so that a similar occurrence to what happened to George Floyd never happens. I completely understand. Like, I completely understand. And I am actually all for that. Um, but this is absolutely nuts. Like, this is absolutely crazy. And I honestly don't know what to think at this point. I mean, you're going to tell me that this much stuff is going on right now? We're in a pandemic. Like, could we get any more nuts as a country right now? What's going to happen? I wake up tomorrow and now there's going to be news of people standing in strangers' yards. I mean, you can't make this crap up. You can't make this crap up. I'm going to try ending on somewhat of a better note. So, guys, I'm going to try and find something lighthearted, something somewhat funny, and I'll wrap it up so that I don't. Dang it, I had no idea I was subscribed to that many people. I mean, I knew I hit the sub button a lot, but can it just be? Why won't it be history? Can I see all history? Because surely I was watching something somewhat funny. Oh, god damn it. I may just end it, you know. Best. Hey, Santiago, what's going on? It really is crazy. It is wild right now. This is a late night live. I even had technological difficulties getting to it. It's 5 a.m. and you're still up. Hey, my apologies, man, for keeping you up. I'm about to wrap up. Whenever is best. I'm still going to go out on a good note. I'm going to watch a couple of funny things, max maybe 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to wrap up. But appreciate you having you on here. But yeah, I'm not going to keep you. I know it's hard for me too. I was uh yeah, but the thing is, I wasn't gonna watch the news. I'm not like much of a news watching guy. I feel like I get as much news as I need to get just scrolling through the internet and Instagram and stuff and just hearing what people post. Uh you wasn't going to sleep anyway. It's not the brightest decision that I chose to do that just today, and I ended up decided I wanted to take a little short nap, and that short nap turned into a 5 hour nap, and I missed out on going to the Clarksville area. But Santiago, I live relatively close to Clarksville, and there was a protest there. It did not turn violent, but there was one in Nashville, and it did turn violent. And that was a place they were considering going to. My family I live with was considering going to Nashville when they were wanting to do their stuff today, and they would have got trapped in there for God knows how long. And what happened was those rioters attempted to burn down the courthouse in Nashville. So, but yeah, you can go back whenever you get a sec. You don't have to just stay up the entire night and rewatch my live. I'm going to watch a couple of somewhat funny clips to end this stream on a good note. It is sick. Not only did they burn down the courthouse, but they vandalized and started to destroy cop cars. These rioters did, to the point where they were bashing in windshields, uh, spray painting, vulgarity on the cop car. And I'm a lot more unfiltered and rocking the boat, but I don't want to do that on my first YouTube stream. So I'm going to be very much beating around the bush when it comes to certain things that'll be controversial. And you're going to have people do that to the cops who are trying to enforce the justice. Now, right now, I'm also going to hit on the George Floyd situation. I completely agree with the protesters. Okay. There's a difference between protesting and rioting. If you're going to riot, that is completely fine. And that is amazing. That is your right as a person in the United States of America that you can do that. I am not against that. The problem is when you take it violent, and the problem is when you take it violent and you're not just vandalizing cop cars. You're to the point where you're vandalizing businesses. You're destroying buildings that have nothing to do with cops. So even if you're mad at the cops, instigating stuff with them's not going to make them friendly. Like, oh, hey, I destroyed your car. Oh, hey, you want to go grab a drink? Like, that's not how it works. If you go do that, obviously they're going to be irritated. And it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I don't understand why people have to make these peaceful protests. And it's not everybody. It's really not. I don't understand why the peaceful protests have to get a certain group of about 5% or less just to say, you know what, F peaceful, F this, F everything, and just try to destroy crap. It's not even within the wheelhouse of the George Floyd situation. You're trying to, like, there were boot stores in Broadway, Nashville, which is downtown Nashville. It got so bad that around 10 o'clock, I was watching this while eating some Krispy Kreme donuts, which is another reason why I didn't go downstairs. There's Krispy Kreme donuts upstairs, so how am I going to say no to that? So I was eating my Krispy Kreme donuts, watching this, and a whole SWAT team Here's an idea. There was at least at one point 8 or 9 cop cars in one shot of the camera in downtown Nashville, and there was a SWAT team shooting tear gas down Broadway, Nashville, because they had to enlist a 10 o'clock curfew because it was getting so crazy and they needed people to go, and there were still people who were violating that curfew. So now you're rioting for no intended purpose that has no logic to what is going on, but instead you're going to destroy businesses, boot stores. You're going to try to destroy bars, break into bars and just steal stuff. Looting a store has no impact and no relation to what happened to George Floyd. Doing a peaceful protest does. So it's just proof that these rioters really. Ethor, you look new, man. What's up? Yeah, I've been talking about the riots and the peaceful protests, and I feel sorry for the people who are peacefully protesting because I completely agree with the peaceful protesters. That this really shouldn't be happening right now. And it sucks when you're trying to voice your opinion as a citizen of your country in the United States of America. You have that right to voice, to, have freedom of speech. And that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to have a group of people who destroy it. And the whole potential that whole gathering had, just a small percentage destroyed it and skewed it to something completely out of proportion that it was not meant to be. I really do feel bad. And I feel bad for George Floyd's family. I really do. Have I met any of them? Of course not. But you don't have to. I acknowledge that the cops that did that to him definitely committed a crime that was extremely unnecessary and deserved punishment. I am not siding with the cops that did that to George Floyd. I am saying there are ways to deal with that are better than the riots that are occurring right now. But anyway, I've been talking about this for a solid 40 some odd minutes. I'm going to try to go out on somewhat of a bright note. We can watch a couple of funny vids, nothing too crazy, nothing too long. And we can kind of end on a happier note than when we started the stream. And if anybody, especially you, Santiago and Ethor, if I'm correct, that is true. I appreciate you agreeing with me. But Ethor, man, if Ethor and Santiago, you want to rewatch, go back and watch these when I'm done, you can. But yeah, I'm just going to try to watch a couple of things that I try to pop up that are kind of short but funny. If you have an idea of a funny video to post, it's just something really kind of quick, just to get us, a little bit of a better mood, and then I'll wrap us up. But man, this is absolutely nuts. I'm not on share screen right now, am I? Now I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try something here. You guys let me know as soon as I press play if you can hear this. I mean, this music fits pretty well with what's going on in the country right now. I mean, that's the kind of pandemonium that's happening right now. What's this? Oh, so now we're on like an Eminem trend now. People should smoke a little. Your daddy burp. It fixes the negativity. Shady, and I'm the real shady. All you other slim shadies are just in my face. You can't. You can or can't. You can't. Okay. Oh, so now you can hear it? Oh, okay. I had to unplug my earbuds, so tragically, I guess it's starting to sound. Oh my god! Now I'm on a playlist. Well, I mean, we did get to see Kanye in a Roblox outfit, so I guess the night isn't completely, ruined until you see that. Let me. Play some nothing but a G thing. I'm telling you that this. All right. I never heard of it, but if you get me flagged for this crap, I'm telling you. So what am I trying to look up here? Nothing but it doesn't even sound. Why would I want to? You know what? Here's one. Here's one. You know what? Since you're watching, I'll play a bit of it. How's that? I'll play a bit of it, but it's not my type of music. But since you're watching, I'll do it. Oh, I actually do know that song. It's actually not that bad. How did I not realize that? I don't know if that's the best thing to play though in context of what's going on right now, but I could rock the boat if I really wanted to and play a different artist, but I'm not going to rock the boat on my first stream. Anyway, I said I'd play a bit of it. I withheld my promise. Now I'm going to try and do something and end on a brighter note. I don't know. Is this the one that... Let me try to... Yeah, it was one of these. Okay, yep, I have it. You guys will like this. This will end on a brighter note. Let's have it. This is a try not to laugh, by the way. Mm. Oh, yeah. Oh. Man, that was a rough one. God, like, listen to this. That one is so disgusting. Ugh. All right. Now, for the people who have been the OGs that'll watch this and actually watch my channel, I'll play something to end us out. What should I play to end us out, though? We got the score so far that Santiago here is working on, and he's doing a hell of a job. So we're going to end out on a couple of these tracks. I appreciate anybody that watches this. Let's go. Let's end on this tonight, guys. I guess we're ending on a Disney Plus ad. Appreciate everybody watched. Maybe I'll do this again, but not very frequently. And I can get into why, but just mostly internet stuff. But I feel like I really should and needed to do this. So I appreciate anyone who watches this. I know it was definitely a quirky one, but getting used to this software, I could probably use this relatively well in some other places. So not bad. But again, guys, I appreciate anybody who watches, and we're going to end out on this track. But anybody who watched this stream, yes, it was primarily to talk about that. And I tried to edit my title, and it wouldn't let me edit it. So, and we just got so far into let's end the stream that I didn't worry about changing the title. Maybe there's certain things in the settings I have to hit in here, and I'll try and figure it out. But I appreciate anybody who watches, as always. And if you like my take on what's going on, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. But I'm not trying to use what's going on in the world to put myself anywhere. Just you watching this and commenting down below is perfectly fine enough. It's up to you. I'm an aspiring filmmaker, so I'm working on a couple of projects. But guys, you don't even need to watch to this point. It's up to you. This is just, you know, just my idea of let's end on a happier note, more chill note, because we went through some dark crap we were talking about. So yeah, appreciate anybody who watched this, and I'm about to head off. I'll wrap it up. And it's about that time, guys. So I'll see you around in the next one. Adios.